ones already. Okay, fair enough. This tower is gonna melt, especially with only 2 familiars. What's the 3rd familiar? Am I mistaken? He did get Ags. I don't know what the 3rd familiar is. Interesting. Oh, he hasn't resummoned yet. Okay. I figured he had done it by now. Nothing picked up recently on the bounty hunter. I guess he doesn't need much though. Oh man. Oh man. Autism catching out the Weaver, but the kid then being caught out himself. Does he go down? Yes, he does. Weaver bringing him down with his swarm. BKB is just not enough to deal with all that right click. Dragonite dealing ridiculous amounts of damage. Oh man. Oh man. That Deso. Not Deso. That Daedalus and Armlet. So much damage. So very much damage. He just sat there and tanked everything while dishing out serious amounts of damage. OD can do that, and he goes down. Wow, 2nd time. Did he buy back? He must have bought back. He did. Outworld bought back just to die again. Rough. Not really worth it. Not really worth diving in with all those team members, especially that much stun and lockdown. I mean, yeah, he deals a lot of damage, but as far as he's not as tanky as he needs to be if he wants to dive into everyone like that. Some people look to be upset on the minimap. Viper taking quite a bit of damage, especially from this Kunkka. That Tidebringer. That's a dead Viper. Viper at Aegis? Interesting. I would expect the OD to have Aegis. Kunkka goes down, but he's able to throw out the boat, but it's not the best boat in the world. That's a lot of attack speed on that Viper. This Dragonite is going down. Doesn't have his ulti. Track out in the Lion. Bounty Hunter's gonna go for it, trying to get this kill. Oh, does Lion get away? Throws out the stun and an invis, but he's tracked again. They want this kill. They are not letting him get away. Drums is popped, and that's a dead Lion. Chased him all the way back to the Radiant Ancient. Viper's pushing out mid. What a team wipe. Where are we at now? Slight dent in the gold, but looks like they're slowing it down quite effectively. That is a... I completely forget what item that creates. Orchid? Yeah, probably. Actually, that would make... Well, Orchid on a Viper, not bad. I would have expected an Agi item myself. That might be more useful at this stage. We were looking for a kill on the Abaddon, but he's not going to get it. That Aphotic Shield keeping off the damage. They're just pushing straight down mid. They want to try and end this game. Gold shot back down towards the Radiant and then way back towards the Dire. Guess as that happens, you die quickly. Getting really low on health, but they take out the tier 3. OD still dealing a ton of damage, but he's just so much damage coming in that he can't really stop. Hit a buyback from Kunkka. OD is worth so much gold right now. 23,000. That is a ridiculous amount. 10,000 more than the most expensive hero on Radiant. 9 kills on the OD. Dire has... Oh, wow, yeah, Dire has quite a bit of disable. Orchid, Astral, another Orchid, a Hex. Not to mention a seriously big slow on Visage. Bounty Hunter, Deso, pick up on the bounty. A Blink and an Atos. A Blink on Abaddon? Alright. I guess that's could be useful. This game is, in terms of kills, things are still pretty even. Although 12,000 gold advantage on the side of the Dire, 15,000 experience advantage. Things aren't looking good for the Radiant. Now, if they can get a kill on, if they can pick off OD early on in Bounty, well, or Bounty, one of the two, that's a lot less damage that they're going to be taking. Meanwhile, Weaver's still going to be right-clicking people like crazy. They do have melee racks, so this lane is now going to push. They're going to periodically come back and defend mid every once in a while if they don't want to they don't want to be pushed down just by the creeps alone. Is it ranged? I thought... No, that's melee. I was people in my chat lying to me. Oh, sorry. Craw picking up a BKB. Solid pickup. Especially with all these disables. That'll be really, really useful. Oh, Lion getting Yules and very possibly picked off. Pings to let everyone know, but he's tracked. Oh, Kunkka and then Kunkka's Torrent. This could be bad for the Dire. Ulti popped on Abaddon, and he's trying to get away, but now it's worn off, and they just do so much damage on that, and Kunkka seals the deal with X marks the spot. Started off as a fairly certain gank, and Radiant was able to rotate so well. Meantime, Dire's trying to take down tier 2 top, and it just melts. OD's damage combined with the Visage's 3 familiars, that is so much damage. Towers are just gonna melt. Refresher pickup on OD. Oh, that's rough. 2 Sanity's Eclipse. That's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. They need to take him out of fights early if they have any hope of surviving. They have a lot of damage of their own. Dragon form, I mean, Sanity's Eclipse does damage according to your int, so let's take a look here. Dragonite has 50 int approximately, 60 int, 45 int. Line is the highest, is 74 int. OD has over 200 int. Yeah, that Sanity's Eclipse is going to do a ton of damage to whoever it hits at this point. So they need to take him out of the fight if they're really going to have any hope. Then again, I mean, you still have Weaver. Weaver's now going crit. He's going to deal a ridiculous amount of damage. Dragonite, with his Armlet and where is Dragonite? Armlet and Daedalus, and soon BKB. He's going to be dealing quite a bit of damage in his own right. Oh, looks like they're roaching. Wow, that roach just went down. Just melted roach. And who got the Aegis? Viper on the Aegis again. I don't know why they're giving Viper the Aegis. I'd assume giving OD the Aegis would be more beneficial. Even Abaddon, really. Make him even more unkillable. I guess Viper at this point does quite a bit of damage, though. He's got a Yasha, he's got an Orchid. He's dealing a large amount of damage, especially whoever he ends up ulting. Looks like they're gonna try and take range Rex. Weaver's top, so he can't help. There is a TP in Weaver. He's not TPing back though. Looks like he's just trying to push out top. Maybe try and Radiant's probably going to try and slow them down. Sanity's Eclipse goes down, and the Refresher pops another Sanity's Eclipse. Boat misses, whiffed Boat. That is not good. That might spell doom for the Radiant. Kunkka goes down. We see a buyback. 2 buybacks. Weaver goes down, but Aegis pops him back up, and Now there's only 2 people left on Dire, but they take out 100 seconds, over 100 seconds on Kunkka, and only Weaver is left at this point. And Weaver comes in and he cleans them up. Wow. I'm not sure anyone really came out on top of that one. Lot of buybacks. Lot of buybacks.
Dire's top tower is under siege. Dire has fortified its structures.
Yeah, then
Dire's top tower
Viper
is
limping
under
back to
attack.
base. Dire top is now getting hammered. Weaver pushing out that lane.
Dire's top tower
He probably he might have been able to help more in that team fight, but he certainly pushed that lane out. So I'd even say that Radiant almost came out slightly on top in that one just because of how much top was pushed out. Now Dire has to put all their resources into defending top, pushing it back out. Oh, they find Weaver, but he just does too much damage. Viper almost going down. Viper going. I don't know why Viper turned back. He should have kept going. Track out on the Weaver, and we're gonna see Weaver escape with that his time lapse, so he's not tracked anymore, and he gets away. 2 kills on the Viper and the OD. That's pretty rough. Viper out of the fight for over a minute now. That's quite a bit of damage. OD will be back in about 15 seconds. And yeah, so Radiant says we need to take this tower now. We need to even the odds up a bit. Bounty's lurking in the background, just waiting for his team to come in, looking for a pickoff. They see the DD rune. They want to grab that before the other team manages to grab it. Looks like it's going to be Weaver with the DD. Weaver DD is actually pretty scary. He says no, I don't need. Yes, he is going for it. Weaver. Oh wow, Bounty Hunter picking off the Rubik. Weaver picking up double damage on top of his crit that he picked up that I somehow missed. That's quite a bit of damage. They should be really scared of this Weaver. Weaver cannot see the Bounty Hunter lurking in the shadows nearby. Almost had the track on him, but he Shikuchi just in time, and he gets away. Line with a stun to keep Abaddon out of the base, saying no, not allowed. It's just, do they have vision? Oh, ward there. Well, Bounty Hunter now knows they have a ward up there, so he's not going to go up there anytime soon. Wow, they're spot on with these wards. This has been quite a long game. 53 minutes so far. Sorry guys, got distracted. This has been the longest in-house I've seen so far today. Alright, this is Dire just going in for the push, trying to take out their tier 4s. It's just not quite enough damage for these birds to take out that tier 4. Lion goes down with the Sanity's Eclipse. 2 Sanity's Eclipses. Rubik blocked most of it with that BKB though. Boat Boat cannot be used. Kunkka goes down. This is not looking good for the Radiant. Only 2 people left up, and now Dragon Knight goes down, still dealing a ton of damage, but he goes down nonetheless. Weaver dealing damage from the shadows, but even he can't stand up to that amount of damage. That's it. That is it. GG is called. Dire victory after 54 minutes. Oh man. Dire now holding a commanding 2,000 lead in gold, and actually quite a dent in experience, but not enough, sadly. Oh, there it goes, updated. Back up to 15,000. I guess it's not GG. I guess they decided to fight it out. Top tower, top tier 3 top is looking in bad shape, but they'll push this out pretty quickly, I'd imagine.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. You're really losing now. Or winning.
Weaver, not Weaver, Radiant could conceivably come back from this, but they need to take a team fight. They need to take one, maybe two more team fights. Keep the enemy team down fast, long enough that they can take a Rax. Sorry guys, people keep messaging me it. Ugh, people messaging me. Helter, play with me. Weaver being really ballsy, really daring. The rest of the team converging, they want this kill. He backtracks into the team, and that's it for Weaver. 122 seconds. He must have bought back recently. Just way too much damage for Weaver to deal with. Weaver's a tricky bug, but too much. Looks like a gem on the courier. Someone's picking up the gem. Oh, Visage. Visage has the gem just to deal with Weaver. That Weaver is now in trouble. And no Shadow Blades to speak of. How much damage is he doing now? Way too much damage is the answer. Way too much damage. And the stun gun, the boat comes in. Oh, whiff. And the boat whiffs. That is bad. Dragonite pops BKB. He's dealing a ton of damage, but just way too much coming from that OD. And they're now knocking down the Radiance Ancient. That's a team wipe. GG is called. The game is over. This game is over. Just so much damage coming out of OD and Visage and Viper by the end of that. There was just nothing they could do. If Kunkka had landed that boat, those two last boats, they might have had a chance, but they whiffed, unfortunately, and